I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up about that, and we're gonna Tai Chi it, y'all. Happy Friday. The sun is out, and it needs to remember that its job is to warm up just a little bit. It's not. Its job is not to fry us, cook us, uh, play mercy with us. That's not its job. Its job is to just warm us just ever so slightly. So I think it'll happen eventually, but it is chilly outside.
Very.
Uh, it's welcomed because we get to have campfires. My husband's so sweet. Wednesday, when I got home from work, he said, I built you and Olivia a campfire because it's fall and that's the way we're supposed to do things. So roast you a marshmallow before supper if you want a marshmallow. So that's the language to my heart is a campfire, a little chill in the air, and a marshmallow to melt on a stick. I don't know if y'all like marshmallows. Do y'all like marshmallows?
Yeah, I could do a s'mores every now and then.
S'mores are too much for me. That if you gotta make a s'more, you got to get your chocolate to melt and your marshmallow. I don't want just a big hunk of chocolate that's hard.
Right.
So to me, it's a little bit more stressful to make. I can do the
Mhm.
marshmallow pretty consistently, but when I have learned you got to keep your chocolate close to the fire so that it's kind of already soft,
Mm.
but you can't do it too close or else it'll be melted. So see, it's tricky.
Yeah. I just take a little bitty piece just to know that I have the chocolate. I don't do
Very.
much.
My daughter, she thinks that you got to have the s'mores. I'm just happy with the marshmallow, and I melt it until it's almost getting ready to fall off, and then I rescue it because that means it's all the way melted. All right, well, we're gonna get to working on our leisurely tie the coat today. You know, last week we kind of cheated our way into part two because our first move in part two is brush knee, a movement that we already know. So let's get through our warm ups. I'm not going to talk through them. If I accidentally do, just forgive me. It'll be out of habit. But to get us through, in our stable stance and we're breathing. And I'll just simply say what body part. So our neck, shoulders, spine. Our hips. Knees. ankles. And give yourself a good shake. So I didn't time that, but it doesn't take very long to go through those warm-ups of each of our major joints, and I encourage you to do that each and every day just to get your body warmed up and ready for the day. So let's go through what we know. We know our part 1 basic 6 and advanced 6 movements. So let's go through that several times and, just get in that Tai Chi mode. In the mode of practicing our principles that we, are better and better and more natural at, that slow and smooth continuous pace, and having that body awareness to pay attention to our posture and not holding tension anywhere. And this past week has just been a continual lesson about weight transfer and just what holding weight on one leg does to help strengthen our muscles, and how important it is to have strong leg muscles to lessen our chance of falls. So we practice empty step before the weight transfer, but I've been encouraging practicing those moves, whether it be holding onto a chair, table, wall, whatever is stable that helps you feel secure if you need that, but to just practice that weight transfer side to side or in a staggered stance. And so it might not be you may feel very strong in your legs, but maybe it's somebody that they don't want to take Tai Chi, or they have no interest in learning Tai Chi, but we all know that falls risk is real for all of us. And those are just some of the moves that we can do that are Tai Chi moves. Another move would be holding onto your counter in the kitchen. And I say that because it's about this height. If you're lucky to have a chair about this height to hold on to, that would be perfect. But to just stand at the counter and just squat a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't have to squat all the way down, but just to be conscious of posture as you squat, and then bring yourself back up. And then if you feel even more secure, put a chair behind you and go back like you're going to sit down. And you don't have to go any further than that, just a little bit, and come back up. And practicing that chair stand, that's a functional fitness test. And then eventually sit down and come up. And all of that is for leg strength, and that helps with falls prevention. So share that, do that, and I would love to hear about less falls because we're doing the things that help make our legs stronger. All right, so let's do it. Let's go through our part 1 movement several times before we jump into part 2. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. We could probably do these moves in our sleep. Y'all know I naturally go into this mode when I'm not even thinking, like last week. I think it was last week, could have been the week before. I just went into waving hands in clouds. In the middle of advanced movements. Open and close. Advanced. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. How was that? Feel like your old favorite blanket, huh? Sharita and Gwen, did y'all get my mail with the part 2?
I did.
Okay,
Bye.
very good.
I
All
was
right,
going to say something before you started, but then
go
we
ahead.
went into the lesson. Yes, I did.
Okay, very good.
Thank
All
you.
right. I love when the mail works. It's great.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do it again. I purposely didn't play the music because I didn't want us having the pressure of it, but sometimes the pressure's good, right? All right. So here's the pressure. I can get it to there. Play it over and over. Here we go. Again, part 1. And commence. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. brush knee, play the loop, parry punch, block and close, push the tiger, open close, brush knee, play the loop, parry punch, block and close, push the tiger, open close, and close it out. So I don't know if y'all feel the pressure of the music, if you've practiced it enough with the music to experience that, but that is a good feeling when you finish at the end of the music. You know that you've got that pace just like perfect and dead on. And sometimes when you practice with the music and you got a lot of music left, that's that message to slow down. And you thought you couldn't possibly go any slower, but you slow down and then you keep practicing it. So it's kind of neat to practice Tai Chi that way. So I'm taking away our pressure and letting that music play. Let's dive into our part 2. So, and then we'll come back and add whatever we learned to our part 1. So we have brush knee, and when we do our brush knee in part 1 in our advanced movements, our first brush knee is to the left. In our part 2, our first brush knee is to the right. So brush knee to the right. All right. Now we have leisurely tie the coat. Leisurely tie the coat, it's got a lot of pieces and parts. Let me remind myself on what all we're doing. We're karate chopping. We are zipping up a coat. We are offering a pie. They don't want our pie, so we rear back and we throw a pie in their face. Okay? So I don't have those notes written on the handout that I sent y'all, but that's something that y'all could add. You could add karate chop, zip up a coat, offer pie, and throw the pie, and then you are done. You are done with them. So those are kind of the key things that happen in this movement. Things to remember in terms of our principle is just like in our advanced 6, with a step back, empty, then the weight transfer. Follow step is empty, step, empty. You know, we still follow the rule of the empty step, then the weight transfer. So it's similar to our advanced 6 in that aspect, where we're stepping forward, shifting forward, stepping back, shifting back. And the fact that our steps are very small. We never take anything big. We kind of stay in our frame to stay stable. We also want to remember, in terms of principle, upright posture, so that when we have our pie, and we're going to take this pie around so that we can deliver it. Remember, we don't lean. You know, we never do this because, I mean, that would take us out of our upright posture. And then, of course, anytime we're leaning, we potentially could go towards falling. So remember, our movement, our hand movements are extensions of our body. We don't take our body with the arm movement. So here, you know, our body stays upright. Our arm does the movement. We don't go with it. And so I've done things like that in the past. I'm like in the moment, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going with it. But remember, upright posture, because our goal here is to be stable, and we're stable when we're upright. When we're leaning, we're going towards falling. We're less likely to be stable, even if we have the strength to bend in movement. Then that's still, it's taking us towards falling. So keep a check of that, of the arm extensions. The body doesn't go with it. It stays upright. All right, so those are reminders of the principles involved in this particular movement of leisurely tie the coat. It's coming from brush knee. So when we finish brush knee, we have follow stepped with that left foot. All our weight is on our right foot. Our left hand has extended, brush, boom. Right hand's at our hip. So weight on our right. Our first move is we're going to step back with that left foot, and that left hand is going to come to our hip. Okay, that's the step. Right there. So we step back left hand comes down to the hip. At the same time, the right hand comes from the hip. That's the karate chop. Karate chop. So that's what it looks like from the front. Karate chop. From the side, it's coming from hip, right, boom. Karate chop. So here's the end of brush knee. Step back left, karate chop right. Where's our weight? It's still on this right leg. But we're ready to shift to that left leg. And just like in our advanced movements, weight shift and hand movement typically go together. So this right hand is going to come towards our waist or our belly button as we shift weight to that left foot. Shift. Okay, so again, the end of brush knee. Weight's on right foot. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift left to the waist or belly button. Depends on where your belly button is, huh? It's not up here. Your hand's here. It's relaxed, your shoulders relaxed, you came back. I would say your belt buckle, but your pants have a different waist on it. So, here. Or you might not be wearing a belt buckle. Again, the end of brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift left, right, hand comes back. When it comes back, you're ready for the follow step of that right foot. And when you follow step right, you take 3 fingers on your left hand and put it on the wrist of your right hand. So you brought that right hand back after the karate chop. You follow step right, 3 fingers. Exactly 3. Unless you're missing a finger. I guess 2 will be fine if you're missing 1. Anyway, these 3 fingers. 3 fingers. Alright, brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift. follow step 3 fingers. Right? Again, into brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Now we're going to zip it up. So these 3 fingers are on our wrist and we come up our bodies. Notice my shoulders. My shoulders stayed relaxed. I didn't do that. I kept my shoulders relaxed. I zipped it up. If I were to go any higher, then tension, and I'm being dramatic, but if I were to come higher after this point, I would start creating tension in those shoulders. So it's from here, zip it up. Just that small space. So we're not coming up here, we're staying relaxed. It's about chest height. Our zipper doesn't go all the way up. Okay. Brush knee. Now we leisurely tie the coat how many times? 4 times in part 2. We leisurely tie the coat right now. We're going to do it 2 times on the right side, almost in a row. And one of the very last things we do is our final leisurely tie the coat to the right. So see, we go from here, leisurely tie the coat, leisurely tie the coat to the left. Yeah, then we start all over. We leisurely tie the coat to the left. So see, leisurely tie the coat, left, open and close, brush knee, leisurely tie the coat to the left. So see, we do it to the left almost right after, one after another. Then we have to go all the way back to all this before we do it to the right again. So we do it 4 times. We do it this time to the right, and it's a long time before we do it to the right again. When we get back to here and do it to the right for that second time, we're at the end, and we're going to open and close, and we're done with part 2. But me telling you we do it 4 times says we're going to get plenty of practice doing this, but it's important to learn it. So, into brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift left, bring that right hand back. Follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. So where's our weight? It's on our left leg. We're ready to step with that right foot. We're going to step right. And when we shift right, we're going to extend that hand out. Like we're offering a pie. We're holding a pie on this hand. We zipped up. Now suddenly a pie appears. And we're going to shift and offer a pie. And notice again that it is an extension of that arm. We are not leaning. So I'm not holding the pie to my chest and leaning forward, offering it. I stay upright, even with my weight shift, and I extend that pie out as I shift weight, and then follow step left. So we have our 3 fingers. Now we've zipped up. When we had our 3 fingers, remember we follow step right. Weight's on that left foot or left leg. Zip up, step right, shift right, extend those arms, and follow step. So notice the bend. We're not locking joints. We never do in any of our parts, but we extend that and follow step left. All right, back from the top, we have the end of brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right. Shift, extend, and offer that pie. Follow step left. How's it going? Is it coming back to you? My right leg is getting tired of holding weight. I don't know why it feels like it's been holding a lot, but it's going. Can I have a break here? All right, so brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right. Shift and offer. Follow step left. Now we're going to step back left and shift. So that right toe just popped up. Nothing happened with my hands. They stayed extended. All right, so again, let's go back to our zip it up. Step right. Shift and offer. Follow step left. Step back left. Shift. Let that right toe pop up. So this is just a good way to come back to that zip it up part because the weight's on our left foot. We just follow step right, 3 fingers, zip it up, step right, shift and offer, follow step left, step back left, shift, right toe pops up. So you see my body stayed upright, my hands stayed extended when I popped that right toe up. They don't want our pie. So we're going to give it to them anyway. And we're going to rear it back and gain some momentum. So when that right toe's popped up, those 3 fingers are on that wrist, and there's your pie. You're going to bring that pie around here. So you see, watch this hand. This is my left hand, not mirror image. Holding the pie. You see, this left hand didn't move. It was only this right hand that moved. So those 3 fingers that were on my wrist, on the inside of my wrist, because the right hand moved, became 3 fingers on the back of my wrist. Those 3 fingers help push that pie into their face, but gently, gentle resistance. We push, but that kind of gives it that extra boom. But it's still an extension. We're still not leaning. We still stay upright. We deliver that pie. So we go from offering it to them to rearing back and pushing it right in their face. Boom. We are done. We are done with them. So we walk away. No, we step away. We go back to the front. All right, so what that looks like, not facing y'all, because I know sometimes these directions can be confusing because I want y'all to see what it looks like from the front. So I have to show y'all, but really we're facing the right when we do it. So the end of brush knee, leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right. Shift and offer. Follow step. They don't want it. Step back, shift. Right toe pops up. We bring that pie around. We shift right as we deliver it. Follow step left and we're done. Step left to the front. Shift and right. Now we face our hands and we open and close. So that's the first 3 moves of part 2. Brush knee, which we know. Leisurely tie the coat, or on our list it says tie the coat. I think your handout spells it all out. But for the sake of space, I have it like this. Tie coat to the right, and then to the front for open and close. So another move that we know. So we're dealing with leisurely tie the coat, but at least it's sandwiched in between 2 things that we are familiar with. So let's practice those 3 things, talking you through it. Brush knee, shift, left toe in, shift left and reach, separate, prepare, step, bring that left hand in and turn, shift as I push and follow step. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop, shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. Step right, shift and offer, follow step, they don't want it. Step back left, shift, bring that pie around, shift right as I deliver, follow step, now to the front, step, shift, step, hands face, open and close. Now I noticed one thing I didn't say is when you shifted back left and that right toe popped up, that's right before you bring that around. Something I didn't say was that toe, ideally, that toe of the right foot follows that pie. As if a string was tied on your middle finger into your middle toe and it went together. I have caught myself forgetting to move that right foot before. And I know that's not the end of the world, but that is the description of the move. And my eyes follow that pie. So I watch that pie, my right toe's going with it, and then I deliver. So I know leisurely tie the coat's got a lot of pieces and parts, but I told you in the beginning, we're karate chopping, we're zipping coats, we're offering pies, we're throwing pies, we're doing all kinds of stuff in one move. Let's practice. Brush knee, tie coat, open, close. Brush knee right. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right. Shift and offer. Follow step. Step back. Shift. Bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver. Follow step now to the front. Open, close. And we'll just practice this for several times. We won't go all the way back to part 1. Because I know when you learn something new, you're like, I want to practice that again. And that's what helps us. And we want to connect it to these things that make us feel good. So brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. Step, shift and offer, follow step. Step back, shift, bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver, follow step to the front. Open, close. Again, brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat, step back, karate chop, shift, follow step, 3 fingers, zip it up, step, shift and offer, follow step, step back, shift, bring that pie around, shift as I deliver, follow step to the front, open, close. Any questions? I hope I'm explaining this good and breaking it down good. So y'all let me know if I'm confused y'all on any of it.
You're easy to follow.
Okay, good. Whew. You like, I like the kind of karate chop. Because we know, we know that. We know throwing pies, that. To me, that's helpful. So I'm glad it is for you. All right, let's do it again. Brush knee to the right. Leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop. Shift. Follow step, 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step right, shift, deliver, or offer. Follow step. Step back, shift. Bring that pie around. Shift as I deliver. Follow step to the front. Open, close. I like how we pretend that the pie would not fall off of our hand like this, going slowly. Somehow magically there became a magnet. But you get the idea. Because if we had a pie and we were going fast, centrifugal force would allow it to stay. But we go slow. So I like how we pretend that that's not a problem. Boom. So we'll continue to practice. We'll continue to get better at this. Just to give you this idea of our next move is step back single whip. And so we know the rule of single whip. Single whip in our basic 6 movement is step forward, shift, turn, separate, eyes and head follow the opposite hand of the leg that stepped out. Step back single whip follows the same rule. Shift, step back, so we get into a staggered stance. Just like if we step forward. And I noticed that when we step forward, that front foot looks more like at an angle. When we step back, that back foot looks like it's more at an angle. And it is. I feel like it looks more dramatic on camera than it is. But when we step back, we adjust the weight. Push, turn, separate. Our eyes and head follow the hand opposite of the foot that stepped back. So whether you step forward, you follow the hand opposite, or step back, you follow the hand opposite. So our next move is pretty familiar. We just hadn't stepped back single whipped. So I like to give y'all encouragement that as we learn part 2, not everything is brand new and weird like leisurely tie the coat. I mean, I feel like it is a lot of brand new things. Fist under elbow, new. And repulse the monkey is brush knees. So we know brush knee. But we do brush knees all the way around, 360 degrees. So we are in week 10. That means we have 6 more weeks to work on this. And we don't have to be experts in 6 weeks. We'll start.
Did you send out sample or practice of part 2?
What you mean?
I was just wondering if you send. I heard in the beginning you said you sent Sharita and them something.
Yeah.
Um,
Last week I asked if y'all wanted me to send you a list of part two. I have it typed out, and Sharita and Gwen
and I
said that
probably
they
stepped
wanted to.
away.
So you
I
might not
probably
have
stepped
heard me.
away.
If
Yeah,
if you want me to send it to you, I can.
please, I would
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Let me make
And
myself.
how are you sending it?
I send it. I sent theirs through the mail, but if you want it emailed, I can email it. You just tell
No,
me how you want
I prefer it in the mail as well.
it. Okay. Mail
So I
part.
have a hard copy.
Yeah. Well, I told them. I mean, I can email it, but if you don't have a printer, it's
Exactly. And I don't have a printer.
yeah. So I mean, I don't have a printer at my house either. So, but anyway, yeah, I'll put that in the mail to you. You just probably didn't hear me that day. So let's cool down, and we will work towards our part two. I like the cheat sheets being right there in front of me to tell me what's next. Like, please be my brain. It's already a lot to think about. You know, we're learning the pieces and parts of brush knee. And if you need to add notes to your sheet, like I said, karate chop, uh, 3 fingers, zip up the coat, offer the pie, you know, whatever verbal cues that I kind of teach y'all, if you want to add it to your cheat sheet, if that can be helpful, do that. I didn't do it because I don't know what speaks to you. All right. No, let's tense and then let it go. And then we'll tense and release. Y'all don't live in tension. Feel the tension and then let it go. Recognize it and let it go. Don't hold on to it and let it cause you pain. Now we can Oh, nice breath. I know my body is nice and warm, and it was a little bit cool when we first started class. It's amazing how much energy we can work up going slow. One more. We have our left fist, no, our right fist. What am I doing? This is my left hand, but I do this mirror image. Our right fist representing our strength. Our left fingers together representing our friendship. Our thumb in my humility, our humility. We put those together. In mutual respect, we say namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all for doing this. This is great.
Thank you.
I love part two, and I know it's a big task to take on. So thank y'all for being here for it.
Enjoy it.
I have jury duty on Monday. I don't really know what to expect. I don't think it will affect class next Friday. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But y'all know I will communicate that with y'all if it does affect next Friday's class. Just giving y'all a heads up that I do have to report to jury duty on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Well, I love y'all. Y'all have a great week.
Okay. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.